Hello everyone. I hope you all are doing great and I hope you are enjoying your classes and the bootcamp. Today is the last day of our Azure Data Fundamentals Bootcamp DP900. This is the bootcamp organized by Azure Developer Community, India, powered by Microsoft, and I'm Lakshit Pant, Developer at Reskill and Developer Relations Manager at Azure Developer Community. So, a quick announcement from my side for everyone, those who are joining. So, basically, for getting your Azure vouchers, exam vouchers, you have to join our Discord server link, and this Discord server link is securing on your feedback too. So I'm just sharing it with you. So there is a just a second, just give me a minute. So this is the link you have to join, okay, for getting your Azure portal exam vouchers for participating in the exams. And I'm also sharing one link with you all so that you can fill the. Okay, so here is the link. You all have to fill this link. This is basically a feedback for our speaker, so that would allow us to make our bootcamp better, and you can know, because this is very crucial for us so that we can give better to our community. So please fill this form. We have already shared with this your college faculties. So I hope you have already got this, and please fill this form ASAP so that we can improve our vision. Okay. So yeah, okay, yeah, sure, sir. We have already shared it, so they are already filling it. Okay. Yeah, yeah, we will also share this link. If you are not clicking on this link, if the link is get lost in a bit, so we can also share this link through your mail. So please keep checking your mail, and we have a quiz scheduled for you all at 7 p.m. today. So do participate in the quiz, and the quiz will be on the Discord server itself. So participate in the quiz. So आपको Discord server join करना है. There will be a section called hashtag quiz. So you have to go in hashtag quiz, and at 7 p.m. exact 7 p.m. the quiz will start. And this is basically those who will be top three will be getting Microsoft Azure swags. So and for getting and exam vouchers are for everyone. So आपको Azure Developer Community Discord server join करना है. Then you will find there's hashtag certification, AZ certification. You have to follow some steps there, and you will get your certification vouchers in about 1 week. Okay, so this is from our side, and this filling this feedback link is mandatory for everyone. So please fill off this link. And for not taking much time, I just want to give the stage to Venkata sir, who is Microsoft MVP, and he'll be taking care for the session. And today is the last day of the bootcamp, so please feel free to share your every doubt with the speaker, so that you can resolve your query about regarding exams and everything, so that you can get over the DP data fundamentals exam. So over to you, sir. I'm just sharing your screen. So over to you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Lakshit. Hi, everybody. Hi, good afternoon and good morning, wherever the part of the India that you are have. So today, on third day of this particular boot camp TP9, and we are going to uh, see the third part, third day, day three, that is DP900. So what is the agenda here for today is explore fundamentals of data analytics, uh, and as well as so we are going to see about modern data warehousing. Till now, yesterday, just we have seen how SQL is present and structured query language and what are the different kinds of third party and open source databases are present and how Microsoft Azure is providing and supporting it. What kind of licenses that you are going to take, and and as well as uh, the just in glimpse about the data engineers, how they are going to do it, and data administrators and the data analytics people, how they are going to do it, all these things. Now, what is modern data warehousing? Okay, so what it is a generic term that describes the infrastructure and process used to support large scale data analytics. Like, if you see, at any point of time, if you hear data warehouse term or terminology, then you should think that it is a vast data. That means you can say it is a collection of number of databases data. Okay, and So what is this, right? This modern data warehousing solutions combine conventional data warehousing used to support business intelligence, that is BI, which typically involves the copy data from transactional data stores into a relational DBs with a schema that is optimized for querying, and with techniques used for so-called the big data analytics. So you might have heard about this term from the few years, like big data. Big data is an crucial thing like that. So what is this big data? Is nothing but the process of it is a technique which will use to transform or move the data from transactional database to the relational database and extract some kind of reports from that particular one. Okay. And also in this particular process of transforming, we use batch loaded or captured in real time streams and stored in a data lake. So these are the things that we are going to do it. And coming to this particular modern data warehousing, it is characterized into three areas: data ingestion and processing, analytical data store, analytical data model, and data visualization. Data ingestion and processing, it is what it will do, right? Just it will perform the ETL operation, and also it will perform the distributed processing to cleanse and restructure data, and also it will perform or process the data in the form of batches. Next is analytical data store, which is nothing but a denormalized. See, normalized means normalized and denormalized. These are the two terms that you have to consider it. And sorry, so denormalized relation data storage in data warehouse, and it is a semi-structured file storage in a data lake. And this data will goes to the analytical data model, and which is an you can say it is a cubical kind of representation, mainly concentrate on semantic models for analytical entities, and often in the form of aggregated cubes and all. And all this data, all these three stages data, what we can do it as an end user, they can see a reports, charts, and dashboards. And also one thing I would like to tell you here, don't get confused and don't get worried by looking at the terms like data warehousing. Oh, I don't know about this ETL, I don't know how to process the normalization and denormalization, what is the cubes and all, and how to do this data visualization, I am not aware of these reports, charts, and dashboards. Don't worry about this one. This is an DP900, and this is a fundamentals course of the Azure data. So just look at and observe and the contents of it. And next is data ingestion and processing pipelines. Basically these pipelines was done by the data engineer. So this is a classical example, like on if you have any large scale data, that is humongous data that is present, where you have to transfer the data between the two databases, then we are going to use either Azure Data Factory, like the ETL process, or an Azure Synapse Analytics. If you closely look into here, input data set, what it will do in the pipeline, it will have an activities. These activities can be from an SQL, or from this symbol is from the data lake, or from the Azure function or the Azure other components. This is an blob storage. And so what it will do, right? You might use an Azure blob storage linked to a service to ingest an data set, and then uses such as Azure SQL to run a stored procedure that looks up a related database values before running a data processing task on Azure Databricks or an Azure HD Insight, or apply custom logic using an Azure function. Uh, Finally, you can save this output of the data set into a linked service such as the Azure Synapse Analytics. So note that these particular pipelines can support some built-in activities which don't require an linked services. Okay, so simple, in short, Azure Data Factory will have the pipelines, what they perform in these pipelines, Like it will take a data set and it will process that particular data set by using the other various components that are present inside Azure and give an respective Azure data output data set. And now analytical data stores. As I said before, data warehouse, it is a large scale database which stores and query the engine. And also, as I said before, a data warehouse is a relational database in which the data is stored in a schema that is optimized for data analytics rather than transactional workloads. The data from a transactional store is denormalized into a schema which numeric values are stored in central fact tables. So generally we use a kind two generic and most common schemas, that is star or snowflake schema for these facts. And next is the data lake, which is a file store usually on a distributed file system for high performance data access. And what are the technologies that are used to work on these data lakes? Like the Spark or Hadoop are often used to process the queries on the files to extract the data in the reporting and analytics. And also, whatever the schemas that you are seeing here, right, these are all semi-structured. If you see these files, right, so files, whatever the data that is present on the files are semi-structured. They could be in a JSON file or a flat file which are comma separated. So you can use the hybrid approach that combines the feature like the database and all. So we can generally polybase are used as an external tables to create or else create Azure Synapse Analytics for Lake database. And also you can use the database tables and SQL endpoints in Azure Databricks. You can also use the Spark Data Lake where the Azure Synapse Analytics and Azure Databricks and Azure HD Insights are also being used. Now, so for to perform analytics on any data store, we have different kinds of services that are provided by the Microsoft Azure. One is the Azure Synapse Analytics. Majorly use this for a single and unified large-scale analytical solution on an Azure. And next is the Azure Databricks, which use the Spark and SQL querying, and also use the Azure Data Factory. When to go for this Azure Databricks service, used to leverage Databricks skills and for cloud portability. And next is the Azure HD Insight, used when you need to support multiple open source platforms. Just a kind of knowledge check here. So which Azure services can you use to create a pipeline? So, and what must you define to implement a pipeline? And which open source distributed processing engine does Azure Synapse Analytics include? So pipeline, data factory and Synapse Analytics, and implement pipeline in a blob storage. We use a linked service and we use Azure Synapse, that is Apache Spark. Next is, okay, we saw the data as of now, which is present in the tables, which is present in the files, and which is present in the data warehouses or in data lakes and all. There are also different kinds of data, right? Example, we have the streaming videos are present, and also traffic real-time data that is present, which we get in the form of in the form of bytes and bits. We call that as in streaming and real-time analytics. So if you observe, right, batch processing, the data is collected and processed at regular intervals. If it is stream processing, right, then the data is processed in real time as it arrives. Example, right, now you are watching this particular session as a live one. So that is nothing but in stream processing because the data is processed as a real time. If you go to the batch processing, how it will be, right? If you all your requests will be taken as a batch, that means a group of 100 requests like that, then it will be processed. So real time data processing, what it will do, right, It will ingest your data through event hubs, through IoT hub, and also through Azure Blob Storage. Internally, what it will do, right? This block is called as processing data. Processing means what we are going to do, just aggregating and selecting it. And then in the output, write the results to an out such as Azure Data Lake, Gen, and also SQL database, and Synapse Analytics, and Azure Functions, and Azure Event Hub, and the Power BI. So if you go for the real time, right, how it will be present, this is the Azure Data Explorer and also the Azure Data Synapse Data Explorer. What they will do, right, they will inject the data from streaming and batch resources, and they will log these tables. And after this one, what this log events, what they will do, right, you can query that particular data by using an KQL. So previously you heard about SQL. This is KQL, that is Kusto query language, which will be used here to query it. So particularly with telemetry data that includes the timestamp attributes such as log files or IoT device messages. We use this KQL. That means if at all you have a device like IoT devices, whatever the data that has been received from that IoT device, you can get queried by using this KQL. Again, here a quick knowledge check here. So which definition of stream processing is correct, and which service would you use continuously to capture data from IoT hub, and which language you use to query real-time log data, SQL, Python, and KQL. So I will keep a pause here for a minute or two so that you can think. Okay, so for the interest of time, let me reveal the answers. So which definition of stream processing is correct? That is, data is processed continually as a new data record arrives. Stream analytics we use for IoT hub and aggregate, and the language for real time we use this KQL. Next comes to the data visualization part. Like earlier, few of members, few students have asked about the BI, Power BI, and all. So here now in this particular lesson, we are going to see about this data visualization. So Power BI is one of the important component in the Power Platform, which was given by the Power. You might have heard about the Power Apps and Power Automate and Power BI, and like that. These are all the components that are given by the Power Platform. And data visualization, how you can do it by using this Power BI component. So this Power BI, how you can use it, right, by using a desktop. That means through your locally, if you install this particular app in your system, it is a laptop or a desktop, you can use it, or just by directly going into the online, or else you can use it through the web browser or by using the phone Power BI phone app. So let me give some introduction here. Like data modeling and visualization is at the heart of business intelligence workloads that are supported by modern data analytics. And Microsoft Power BI, it suits a tools. It is a suite of tools and services that are used by the businesses. And also, if you observe here, right, if you wanted to use the Power BI desktop, what you have to do, import the data from one or more sources, define a data model, and create visualizations in a report. And next, if you wanted to publish a Power BI service, then what you have to do, schedule a data refresh, create dashboards and apps, and share with other users. Next is interact with published reports, which is web browser. or Power BI phone app. So analytical data modeling. If you observe right, so this is an a relational database where you can see all the tables has been uh, rightly linked by using the primary keys and also the foreign keys. And if you observe in the right side, the analytical data models where the tables and schema that is present, where these are attribute schemas. As I said before, right, we have the data cubes and also the data warehouses where we will have the multi-dimensional data that is present. If you observe right here, this is an not structured data where it is saying right total revenue for ranches sold to Samir in January. If you observe x-axis it is the time and z-axis is the customer and the y-axis is the product. So if you see this endpoint where it matches it. So typically to analyze this kind of data, we will be using this Power BI. And also we can, with this particular data, we can analyze in a simple way with using model aggregates measures. And also these reports you can generate with this Power BI. And how to generate all these Power BI reports, that is outside of this particular course. So in the year 2022, in the month Jan, on day 1 revenue was 9.97, on day 2 it was 5.98. So there was a question earlier, okay, what will be present in inside in dashboard in Power BI? Okay, so after you have created a model, you can use it to generate the data. Model means what are all the different tables that you are going to use: customer, account, product, invoices. These are all you can say the model. And after you have it, the data, then you can, by based upon the data, you can extract different kinds of visualization. So the first one is by using the tables and text you can get this data. If you wanted to visualize the same data in bar or column chart, you can use this one. Next is the line chart where you can use here. In the pie chart you can use it, and next is the scattered plot where you can go you to use it. And also we have this real time one, it is map, where we can easily use it. Okay, and also these are all you can say individual. So you can say this is one particular dashboard. Inside this particular dashboard I have these particular panels that are present, and inside any panel I have an option to include these uh, kind of visualizations. There was one particular lab that is also present. I will be providing it these details to Lakshit in this one. Post this particular session, you can have a hands-on on it. And now, just as a quick check here. So, which tool should you use to import data from multiple data sources and create a report? And what should you define in your data model to enable drill up and down analysis, and that is drill down analysis? Which kind of visualization should you use to analyze pass rates for multiple exams over time? So I will pause for a minute so that you can guess the answers for these questions. Okay, so let me reveal the answers. Power BI desktop tool, data model to enable drill up and drill down analysis hierarchy, and what which kind of visualization should you use to analyze pass rates for multiple exams over time. Okay, and for further learning, just you can see it, right? Till now, whatever that you have learned uh, in all these course was to explore the core data concepts. You can see this one, echo.ms, explore data concepts. To explore the relational data in Azure, then you can go explore relational data, akka.ms, and explore non-relational data in Azure. That is akka.ms, explore non-relational data. And next, explore data analytics in Azure. That is akka.ms, explore data analytics. So these are all the different ways that you can get further information on it. So with this, I have, so basically this uh, today's session, you will understand like what are the basics of doing these visualizations and all, and how you are going to use this Power BI, and what are the kind of cloud services that you are having for performing the analysis, analytics, and visualizations. In depth, if you wanted to do it, as I have mentioned earlier, you have to use that particular Power BI desktop related MS Learn exercises that are present where you can use it. So with this, I will open the floor for the questions for the next 10 minutes, so that if you have any questions, then you can do it. And also, please, if at all anybody, as mentioned by Lakshit, have not filled the particular feedback which was provided to you earlier, please do it, which will help me for better delivering the content.
Yes, sir. So we do have some questions. Right, just two, three questions we have right now. So basically,
Mhm.
these all revolves around the examination. So how to participate in the exam and how much time we should batch according to the exam.
Okay, so it is a good question. So DP 900, so what do you have to perform? Uh, just 1 minute. Hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, sir. We can see your screen.
So for this DP 900, we have a beautiful documentation that is available in the docs.microsoft.com, or generally we call it as an learn, MS Learn, where you will have this one. And for this particular scheduling any particular exam, right? So you will have two kinds of, okay, you can do it by scheduling through the Pearson view or the Sati port. Okay, so Pearson view, if you go for it, right, there are two ways of doing it. One is you can attend directly in the online, or else you can go to the Proctor center and give your exam as well. Okay, and if you wanted to know the price for it, this is the price that you have to pay it. And also, what are the skills that are measured? Then these are all the skills that are measured, and these are the percentages, approximate percentages of the questions that you will get it uh, in the concepts. Okay, and also I would sincerely suggest you to go through this particular online free path, like what is Azure Data Fundamentals, and explore relational data in Azure, and non-relational data in Azure, and also the explore data analytics. Okay, and also, as you have asked about the exam time and all, right, it varies between 120 minutes to the 150 minutes, like that. And also, there are double shot option is also present. That means before taking the exam itself, there is an option for you to take exams two times, but by paying some extra amount. Okay, and also before, for the people who are taking for the first time these examinations, right? So at least uh, have one particular ID that is being registered for taking this particular examination. Okay, that means uh, in Microsoft certification dashboard will be present. In order to enter to it that particular dashboard, that you have to first register for it. Example, right? Just I am going to my certification dashboard. If you are going to schedule it any example, then you will get this particular one like that. Okay, what I am mentioning here, this particular one. Okay, so in this learning dashboard, whatever the certifications that you took, all these certifications that comes to here. And also it says, right, I have earlier taken one certification, it is about to expire, I have to renew it. Okay, so to get all these kind of things, you have to first register for it. So do you have any other questions, Lakshya?
Yes, sir. So we also have one more question. It is regarding the exam. So the same question goes with it, like how we have to like pay and all these things. So I would like to take up this question. So basically, you don't have to pay anything for the exam. We Azure Developer Community is already providing the free coupon, free vouchers to you all. So those who have registered for this boot camp are already getting the free exam coupon vouchers. So you just have to go to our Discord server, and I already shared the Discord server link. It's in the screen of yours right now. So go to the Discord server. There is a section in which our server there is a channel hashtag AZ certification. Go there, put your update your LinkedIn profile with Azure, and we will see update. Put your LinkedIn profile to some link that is already given in the AZ certification over there, and all these steps are already mentioned over there. And we do have shared that reference video there, so you can go and check out that reference video in the Discord server itself. So you'll be getting the free certification exam voucher in about 1 week. So you can appear for the exam for free, and you can schedule your exam so that you can get certified for the data fundamentals. So there we have one more question. So suppose I get ADP certified, what next? So sir, can you please explain what are the next step after getting DP900 certified?
Right. So after getting certified with the DP900, right, we have an list of uh, Azure certifications that are present where you can go it. Okay, so like the developer track is present, and also the technical developer part is there. And also the architect part is also present. Like that, there will be an path will be present. So based upon that, you can go for it. So I will provide you the Azure certification path. So hope you can see my screen, right?
Yes, it's visible.
Yeah. So if you observe, right, these are all the learn certifications. Now you are at Azure Fundamentals. See, these are fundamental certifications for any Microsoft person. Okay, and Azure Fundamentals, and these are role based, like Azure Developer Associate, as I mentioned, and for database admins, they can go for Security Administrator Associate, and these are for the Power Platform, and Azure for SAP workloads. These are all the specific things and all. So role-based certifications, if I browse it, right, these are all my list of role-based certificates that are present. Just if I wanted to filter out with Azure only, then these are all my things are there. IC 200, 300, AZ 900, MS 100, 101, DP 900. This is what you had undergone till today, and the remaining ones are these things. Okay,
I
and
hope
AZ
this is
AZ204 is for the developer, and also architect certifications that are also present, which is like as before.
So I hope that answers your question. So we have one last question from Rahul this side. So he's asking about the MVP program. So how what is the role of MVP and how to become MVP?
Correct. So it was an very much good question, and I am happy to answer this one. So to become an MVP, actually, I will tell you what is an MVP. So MVP is an award and the recognition that was given by the Microsoft for the people who are extensively contributing for the continue community in various forms, and also who are exceptionally performing or contributing in the technical aspects for it. Okay, so to become an MVP, first you have to start your contributions through the community. So to and these contributions might be writing the blogs, answering the questions to your answering the questions to any kind of queries, or doing any podcast, doing any YouTube videos, and also going as a speaker, and organizing any particular boot camps, and organizing any particular hackathons, and also organizing any particular local events or global event, or participating as an lead organizing, or going as a speaker, like these various forms that are present where you can contribute to the community. Based upon the contributions and all, Microsoft will provide and will definitely recognized with you an MVP. So I'm telling you again one more time, MVP is not only an award, but it is an responsibility. Okay, so that's what I can tell you. Hope I have answered question.
Yeah, so that was the pretty honest answer. Thank you for your answer. So, sir, we are done with the question. So, if you have anything to share with your side, so please go ahead.
Right. So just before taking this particular examination, I will suggest to take that MS Learn path. After doing that particular MS Learn path, just uh, do some kind of you prepare some kind of notes, like okay, on these particular areas what are all the important points that are present. And also don't think this particular exam or the certification exam is like just okay in this particular concept. Okay, uh, there will be a scenario based questions will be present. Example, a customer wanted to as a part of his requirement, he wanted to see a data in the form of an in the form of an map. Now, as an data engineer or a data analyst, what is the best tool that you will suggest? A, Power BI desktop, or Power BI, or just Power Cloud Service, or D, none of the above. So if you observe, right, this is a scenario based one, but even though it is a scenario based, the concept is clear. This is comes under this data visualizations part. Okay, and last thing, go with a calm mind, and just you can easily get through this particular examination.
So, sir, we have one question now. So, he's asking, I have okay, so he's asking, I have gone for the AZ900 exam, but I failed that exam in my first attempt. Now I have one more chance left for participating in the exam. So there company-based scenario-based questions are there. So how to prepare for these? Any resources for that?
Right. So resources means you have to go through the particular Azure community and see the kind of questions that are present, like the kind of scenarios and all. So don't get failed. Don't get feel like you have failed in the certification for the first attempt. Many of the certificate, many of the people who took the certifications, including me, also failed multiple times. But we have learned in by preparing well, like what are the areas that I have to improve and all. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, perfect. So you can prepare for your next exam, and now you have the information about data fundamentals. So you can now also prepare for the data fundamental exam, and we are also providing the vouchers to you all, so you can get participated. So just a quick reminder for everyone: please fill that Mentimeter link that I have already shared to you all, and you all have to fill that link for getting the certification, for getting the certificate for participating in the boot camp. And the last point is, for getting your certification vouchers, you have to join our Discord server link. And for getting for participating in the quiz and getting this Azure swags, you have to join us at the 7 p.m. today itself. 7 p.m. sharp, we'll be starting that quiz. There will be 10 questions, and the winners will be getting top three winners will be getting Microsoft Azure swags from our side, Azure Developer Community. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining us for this boot camp, and it was really great hosting you. And thank you, sir. You have given your incredible time to these community folks, and you have, this is very nice gesture from your side, facilitating community folks and telling them how to get certified, sharing your experience and everything. This is a very nice experience for me too, for having you here. So I would like to thank you everyone, those who are joining from their joining from their college, basically college communities. Some of you are joining from your college, some of you are joining from your online. So thanks everyone, thank you for joining in, and I hope you got some incredible insights about data fundamentals. And we are coming up with lots of initiatives, so do participate in those initiatives of Azure Developer Community. And in case you want to deliver your content making journey, so you can contact us, any one of us. We can help you with this. If you want to start with blogging, we can help you. We can share your blogs or community handles, and we can, evangelize your content. So this is what we can expect, and as a community, we are always happy to share your content, and we are always happy to help with your career. So thank you everyone, thank you for joining in. Thank you, Venkata sir, for giving your time to us. And yeah, so guys, if you want to connect to Venkata sir, so I'm sharing one link to you all. So here is he have already also shared some of the work he has done in past few years. He has incredible experience of 30 years. So you can get an idea, you can get an in some insights, you can learn from his experience, the work he has been doing. I'm also sharing his, just a second, give me a second. Okay. Yeah, perfect. I got this. So just give me a minute. Yeah, here it is. So I'm also sharing the LinkedIn profile of Venkata sir, so that you can get connected to him. Yes. Yeah, so I have already shared the LinkedIn profile to everyone, sir, and here is the Twitter handle of sir, so that you can follow sir Twitter, and so you can get insights what sir is doing. He has been pretty active with the communities. That's why he has been awarded with the MVP program. Those who are asking about the MVP program is just regarding the community contribution, community evangelizing, Azure services based or anything services based, deep diving into the sharing the content that you know. So it is all about sharing and caring of the community. So do follow Azure Developer Community and Venkatas are on Twitter. And here is the LinkedIn profile. You can connect with him on LinkedIn too, and get some insights about his work, the work he has been doing for past 30 years, and now he has been pretty active in the community too. So thank you, sir. Thank you for joining in. And okay, so here is one more link. So he has been also coming up with lots of boot camps too. So you can also, yeah, so for scenarios based questions, you can, so those who are asking about the scenario based questions, you can go through this link. This is basically, okay, just a second, let me give a quick overview about this.
So let me tell you about these training boot camps and meetups. I am collating all the boot camps or the meetings that are happening all over the world. So just if you attend these particular meetings, like 35 minutes, 30 minutes to 1 hour like that, and you will understand like, okay, what kind of practical scenarios that are present for those particular practical scenarios, how different people in the industry are giving the solutions through technology.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So I hope you got the idea of what sir was talking about. It is all about the scenarios based learning. So thank you, sir. Thank you for sharing all these beautiful links and all these things. So these links would be available, and we will be sharing these links to you in through your mail too. And also you'll be sharing one more mail where you will be getting the feedback link, the Mentimeter link, and also the feedback form and the Discord server joining link. So please join the Discord server for participating in the quiz, and you will be all be getting, Microsoft Azure COOP certification exam vouchers and Microsoft Azure Swags for top three winners who will be winners. Okay. So thank you everyone. Thank you for joining in. Have a nice day. Have a great week ahead. Happy learning. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thanks, Lakshit. Thanks for taking your time for organizing this boot camp, and thanks for all the students and also the faculty and also the college admin team and as well as the principals who have given some time for making the students to get empowered to in order to know what is going on in the particular industry, and they you are making really an big impact by making the students as industry ready. So kudos to all of you who are at the behind the scenes. Thank you,
Yeah,
Lakshit,
perfect. Yeah,
for
good
giving
to
this
have you.
opportunity. Yep.
Yeah, it's my pleasure. It's my pleasure to host you also. Thank you, everyone. Have a nice day. Great week. Happy learning. Thank you.